Hey Magic friends, welcome back to Captain Clyde's MTG. This is your captain speaking, and we've got our final box of draft boosters, cracking it open now. After this we can do the EV and find out between a case of set versus a case of draft. What's the difference, what's the values, and which one is it for you to invest in depending on how you want to take your investing. Alright. Just throw this over here out of the way, get this on the show on the road. So as I mentioned before, this is box 6. This will be the last box in the series of draft booster openings. After this, we'll be going back to the set boosters. Ooh, and a very nice Inquisition to start things off with. We'll be going back to set boosters so that we can see what it looks like for 3 different cases of set boosters, otherwise 3 groups of 6. What's the value of each, what's the average, so forth and so on, and give you a good price with detail. So there's a good $8 card. So we're off to a good start already. In this one, we've already got about $12 in value just in those first 2 cards from the Inquisition and that. So we're off to a good start. This might be a very good last box. With that said, as I mentioned before, well, let's just go ahead and get the shilling out of the way. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Tell your friends and family, get them hooked up with the channel. Views are always appreciated. Love the support, and more than happy to do what I can to give you guys what you need for the Magic content that you're looking for. So, with that said, as we continue the shilling, in the description we have the link to the eBay store where all these cards will be for sale. Head on over there, check it out. It also helps support the channel if you order from the store. There's deals running almost every day, it seems like. As I open more and more products for your viewing enjoyment and then place it up for sale so I can buy more to open more. Also, there is a link to the email for the business. Feel free to hit me up in the email. Ask any questions, comments, or concerns. Let me know things you want to talk about, questions you want answered, or even just a video you might want made over certain topics or situations. And I'll give you my feedback on what I think. I'll even do a little research like a good guy and let you see what it looks like. Very first Mythic Chaos Warp. That's worth a few dollars. That's going to be nice. Also, in the comments down below, feel free to reply in those comments. I will reply back to any comments made when I get a chance. I do like to look at the comments. I do appreciate anything you guys can put in there. Very nice Snarl. With all that out of the way, one thing we are still looking for is the Silverquill Dragon. Sadly, we have found one full art Silverquill Dragon, and that is it. And I've already opened some of the other set boxes during the course of making all these videos. And as it stands right now, I have one Silverquill Dragon, which means out of what's soon to be 24 boxes, I will have found a single Silverquill Dragon. Which kind of goes back to the stuff I'll talk about later in the other videos about what I believe is a track printing problem that Wizards of the Coast has with this set. Because it feels like as we go through and open these boxes and you watch, there's our second Mythic. It's very nice. Compulsive Research. I think there's a track printing problem because I've noticed some rares and some packs have the exact same thing in them, while also other things being missing. For example, that's the extra rare that comes in the pack on the front. We've talked about that before. It's almost always one of 3 rares. That one, there's a black one and a white one. I've seen the exact same thing in the set boosters, which makes me think that the way the packs are loaded have some kind of problem with them if you're always getting the same thing. Now, unless it's meant to be that way, well, that's fine and all, but I really don't think it's meant to be that way, especially with how many rares there are. There should be a way to get different variable rares, not just the same 1 to 3 every time in that slot. Alright, so there's Mystic number 3. Good old Overlord. Ooh, very nice Mana Tithe. So when you guys are out there opening these packs and so forth, keep in mind for that, because I really think it's going to be an issue. I haven't opened any collectors, so I don't know if collectors suffers from the same fate. From what I've seen from other people opening their collector boxes, I don't think it does. But I didn't pay that much attention. As I've opened, or will have opened over 24 of these, it makes it really easy for me to notice repeatable patterns as they come through as I keep looking at them every time I open a box. So, and you'll notice it too if you go through and you watch the videos. You'll see the exact thing I'm talking about is in almost every video. It's not like I'm trying to hide it from you or make it up. I am just actually commenting on what I actually open. So, harmonize, reconstruct, that's pretty nice. Oops. Okay, here we go again. There we go. Well, I'll tell you what, the way these packs are put together, they're really hard to open, some of them, for some reason. So we're halfway through the... Really? Oh, for the love of God. So we're halfway through the box. We've got 3 mythics so far. Not the best. And ephemerate. Full common. Really? Oh my God. These packs are awful. Scroll, strategic planning. Boy, there's nothing special in here to talk about. And once again, I'm noticing that the other cards that were hard to get were not just the Black-White Dragon, but Magmus Opus was very hard. This is another mythic that's in that extra spot. I haven't seen it in the boosters very often, but so it's mythic number 5 or number 4. It's not that great, but that's the only mythic you can find in those extra spots. From what I've seen from opening these boxes, and that mythic is the only mythic you'll see in the set boosters, which is another issue. And I really think it has to do with the fact that they're lessons. I think there's supposed to be an extra lesson slot, and the lessons really aren't that great. So you're not really getting that much extra value out of it, per se. Which, the next time we open one, we'll look to see if it's a lesson. I'm pretty sure they all are. Now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking of what those cards are, that extra slot is a lesson that could be a rare. So, Retriever Phoenix. Good old Opt. Hunt for specimens. Alright, mythic number 5. Not very expensive, but it's a mythic. Oh, there's a nice mythic to go with it too. 2 mythic pack, very nice. Crux of Fate. Once again, not the most expensive thing in the world, but a mythic nonetheless. Foil Flamescroll Celebrant, not too bad. It's our very first foil rare. I think it's the first. Yeah, it's the first foil rare of the box. We haven't even got a Mystical Archive foil yet. Dragonborn Elite again. Cultivate and nothing. So after this one, guys, we'll go through and we'll do the box EV video. Talk about how much this case was worth, what each box individually was worth. And then come to the conclusion, we'll compare it to the case of set boosters that we have, and we'll get an idea of what's better. Is set boosters really better than draft boosters? And if it is that the only thing you should be buying, or should you buy a mixture of both, or some of each, or something with some packs that won't do that? Depending on what it is you're looking for when you actually buy your Magic cards. As always, though, guys, it will probably always be cheaper to just buy your singles. Vanishing Verse, that's a nice couple bucks. To buy your singles individually from store owners who've already cracked these or what have you. Not only does it help out your local LGS, but it will probably always be cheaper on your pocketbook, especially since you're only looking for certain cards, probably if you're buying singles. And it's going to be really hard to get those certain cards if you're just cracking a bunch of packs. Like, for example, I want that white black dragon, right? And it looks like I'm going to have to buy them online because I can't pull them out of these boxes and these packs. And it would be a lot cheaper for me to just buy that dragon than it would be to buy me, because this is a whole case of draft boosters. I got one dragon. If I wanted 4 dragons, it'd be so much cheaper for me to just buy the 4 dragons than it would be for me to mess with this. Because 4 dragons would cost me like 20 bucks. You know, obviously this case cost over 600. So you just do the math, guys. Shop smart. You know, be smart about it when you spend your money. This is a nice mythic dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mythic number 7 there. Oh, there's a second foil. Silver Cool Command. Very nice. Alright, guys, we're down to 2 packs. And we'll wrap up this booster draft opening. Conspiracy Theory. Very nice. Dark Ritual. Love that art. Last pack, guys. Can we get a dragon? Can we get the white black dragon? I'm going to assume no. So here we go. Yep. So it's a lesson. That's why these rares are so all the same, is because we have to get a lesson, apparently. No white black dragon. No good. Mystical Archive. Alright, so 2, 4. We got 7 mythics, looks like. It's like some decent card value. This might actually be worth a little something as far as box value goes. So, as always, guys, stay tuned next for our EV video on the draft boosters. And as always, get out your local LGS, buy your singles from your local LGS and or vendor, help support them. They're trying their best to stay in business and make a little money on the side. And it also saves you money from trying to waste money buying $600 worth of draft booster and not getting all the cards that you need. It's probably just cheaper to just buy them individually. Not going to lie to you. Now, with all that said, guys, until next time, remember, be kind. This is your captain speaking, and I'll see you at the EV video.